Gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick video, just an update on a project that I've been working on called Ukraine Fusion. So if you haven't already heard about it, it's basically an online community that I have been putting together to help guys that are thinking about going over to Ukraine to see if they can find love in a country other than their own. So I started the project a few months ago, and just before Christmas I did like a soft launch to a bunch of guys that wanted to check it out first, and it gave me the opportunity to get their feedback and to pick up any bugs or anything that's wrong with the system, because I really want it to be really user friendly for guys that are using it. So it's basically the part that I'm up to at the moment, and the part that is available to be used is the online forum. So you can go in there and you can discuss topics with other guys, you can ask for advice, you can give advice, you can tell stories, you can basically just help to create a community where guys can go to away from all of the other kind of wishy-washy stuff that's out there online. Because there's one thing that's important that I believe is important, and that is the experience from other guys that have gone and done it. Because unless you went over there and you nailed it first time, which, to be honest, it doesn't happen very often at all. But even if you fail, you learn from it. You learn some experiences, you get a bunch of contacts, and you learn what you can do better the next time. It's about taking all those experiences and trying to put them into one place. So anybody looking at doing this, or maybe they've already had a go and they failed, can go there and then they can try and get some ideas on how to do it to be more productive and to, in the end, to be more successful, because the idea is to create more and more successful couples. Now, one thing that I have been thinking about quite hard is I don't want Ukraine Fusion to be just a place for people to go and say how bad everything is, because people congregate to websites and they talk about the bad things, like a lot of, like, when you go to, like, say one of these restaurant review sites or whatever, a lot of it is quite bad, and it's a place for people to vent, and I understand that, and I get that, and a lot can be learnt from bad things that happen, but also a lot can be learnt from good things. So I'm sending out an invite to guys that have been successful, regardless of how you were successful, what you've learnt and what you've learnt in that part of your relationship where you're getting to know each other and you're doing the long distance thing, and then maybe you're doing a visa, maybe you've had problems through that process. That stuff is invaluable for guys. That sort of stuff is invaluable. It's all good avoiding the scams and to go to the right companies and all that sort of stuff, but to actually hear from somebody who actually did it and can actually give advice, because, hey, I did it, I won, I got the prize, and this is how you do it, as opposed to just what not to do, if that makes sense. So that's my invite for guys to come, even if you are successful, to come and join us and to basically pay it forward, help guys in doing this as well. So the next part that I'm working on is basically going to be a section where there's going to be resources for guys to use. Now, I've thought long and hard about how I'm going to do this, because it would be so easy for someone, a bad person, I suppose, to come in there, put up a company that, just to try and get traffic or to try and get people to use that company. So the way that I've done it is that guys that are wanting to post stuff, they have to be registered with the site. It keeps it nice and tidy. And these registered users, part of the community, they can basically vote on just different aspects of these companies. So whether, if it was a restaurant, it would be what was the price like, what was the service like, was it a good place to take a date, was it romantic, or was it just better for a casual date, and overall, was it a scam place? So guys can just basically say whether it was a scam, possibly it was a scam, or yes, it was a full-blown scam where you just got completely ripped off. So it helps guys to avoid those places as well. People can submit places that they've been to. Maybe they went hot air ballooning or something like that, and they just had an amazing experience and it was just the best thing ever, and they want to share that with guys as well, to let guys know that, hey, go to this person here, here's the contact details, you could trust them, tell them I sent you, and everything's going to be taken care of for you. Now, one other thing which I think is very, very important for this is that Ukraine Fusion is a free project. It's a project that I like to think belongs to everybody who's involved, and it will grow with everybody. So I don't think of it as though it's my website or anything like that. I've built it because of the experience that I've had. This whole journey of mine has been life-changing. Like, the person that I am today and the person that I was when I started this a year and a half ago almost now, Like, it's completely changed me, and it's changed me for the better. I'm the happiest now probably than I've been maybe in my whole life. I don't know. But I wanted to do something that I could, I guess, pay it forward and maybe help other guys who maybe are in a bad place or stuck in some, bad relationship area and they just can't really get out of it or anything like that. I want to create something that's going to help guys. So yeah, it's my way of sort of paying it forward and maybe helping to share some of the good experiences that I've had because of making a decision to go and try this journey. So Ukraine Fusion is free. You do have to register with the site, just keeps it tidy so we know who's part of the community. I have made a decision that I'm not going to put advertising in there for agencies, and even though I do sometimes talk about agencies and what I think is good and what is bad, I have not and will never ever accept commissions for any recommendations, even though I have been offered these in the past, and I'll never accept any payment or anything like that from any of these agencies or any of these companies for Ukraine Fusion. As soon as I do that, it takes away the transparency of the project itself. So it undermines everything that I stand for. So it's going to be free. There may be advertising in there, but if there is advertising in there, it has nothing to do with agencies or anything like that. And if I do that, it's only because there is a cost to doing all of this. But so far, I have no plans to do any of those sorts of things. The type of person that may advertise in there may be like an attorney or something like that does visas. That's something that I may do down in the future. But rest assured that it's completely unbiased, and it's very important that you guys know that I do not have affiliates with any agency or anything like that. So yeah, so that's basically it. So definitely go check it out. I mean, there are guys posting in there at the moment, and some of the information that these guys are giving is absolutely unbelievable. Like I'm reading it and just the experience that some of the guys have got, and it's only a small group of guys so far. And these guys, they're so happy to give out information and to share their experiences about actually going over in Ukraine and what's happened to them. And the value that you'll get from it is, believe me, you'll be thanking these guys. You really will. These guys are awesome. So a big thanks to the guys that have jumped in there, that have taken the time out, and some of them have taken like a lot of time out. Some of the posts would have taken quite a while to write, so much respect for the guys that have actually done that to get the thing started. So definitely go and check it out, ask some questions, start a topic, and come and join us, and hopefully we can create more and more successful couples with Ukraine Fusion. So visit ukrainefusion.com.